Hello students, welcome to the class of Web Technology. Today let us begin with Module 2. First let us see about building tables in HTML. So how do you create tables in HTML? It is created using the table tag. So tables can be used to display many types of content. Also you can display the calendars, financial data, list, etc. Also, a table can contain any type of data, like it can contain an image or some text or some links, or it can contain other tables also. So this is an example for HTML tables. So you can notice here there are different tables which are created using the table tag. So here this is one type of table. Here you can see another type of table here, a table in calendar form, etc. Now basic table structure, let us see into it. So actually the table in your HTML looks in this way by default. So let us implement this one. So a HTML table is created using table tag approach. So a table contains any number of rows. So you know rows and columns. So a table can contain any number of rows as well as the columns. So how do you create a row in a table and how do you create a column in a table? That is more important. So here an HTML table contains any number of rows. So you are using the tr tag, table row tag, to create a row in a table. Each row contains any number of table data cells, TD. So each row can contain any number of table data cells. So it is nothing but your data, I can tell. So how do you fill that data? That is using TD tag you have to represent in HTML. Then always the content or the data goes between this TD tag, opening TD tag and closing TD tag. Like you begin with the table tag, then you have to create a row tr tag, then you have to put your data. So table data TD. So here one data is put, then your row is being closed, then close the table tag. So here we'll see an example now. So look at this table. This is the table to be created. So you have how many rows? 2 rows you have and 5 columns. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns. So a row is created using tr tag and these are table data. Now did you get it? This is the table data. So this is the table data. So your row can contain any number of table data. Now so begin with table tag, then row you have to create tr tag. Now put the table data. So in this first row all this table data needs to be put. So here it is put. That you can see here each table data is put. Then close that particular row. So that row is being constructed. Now second row you have to create. So open again another tr tag and put all the that is table data and close your tr tag and finally the table tag. So it appears like this. Look at the output in your browser. So the web page appears like this. So exactly you cannot see the table picture there. I mean the border of the table is not seen, but the data appears in the form of table. Now with table headings. So each table will be having some heading, isn't it? And that heading will appear in the first row always. Table headings will appear in the first row. So how do you create a table heading or header data? That is created using TH, table header, table header. So browsers tend to make the content within a TH element bold. So by default your table headings will be bold. Okay. If you want to change it, provide style means you have to use CSS. Now with table headings you can see an example. So you have use the table tag, then table row. First row will be actually your table heading. So first row I have created table heading. What you can see, title, artist, year, width, height. So it is TH, indicating table header, table heading it is. So it appears in bold, you can see here. That is by default. You can change, provide different styles using CSS. Now close that row. Next row you create table data is there. Table data. Now put the data. So 2 more rows are for table data. So this is the way actually we are creating. Next topic, spanning rows and columns. Okay, so here we have row span and column span. So first we'll discuss about row span attribute. You're going to use row span attribute. Specifies the number of rows a cell should span. Specifies the number of rows a cell should span. Means if a row spans 2 rows, if a row spans 2 rows, it means it will take up the space of 2 rows in that table. So if I tell a row spans 2 rows, means that particular row will take up the space of 2 rows. So it can be used with the TD and TH element in an HTML table. We'll see an example. So look at this example now for row span. Here you can see for table, for your table heading, for your table data, they put a border. So that's why you can see in this output a border appears. Earlier it was not appearing because we didn't specify the border. Okay, now first is table heading, month, savings. That is your first table header. Next table data. In that here they have specified row span is equal to 2. So we are coming to which one? This row, first row under savings for holiday. Under savings for holiday. Look at it. You have to be clear here. It is your first row you are constructing. In that the table data for the third column, that is savings for holiday. Under this the row span is 2. That means that row should take up the space of 2 rows. So it is covering, you can see here, the space of 2 rows. Next, same thing, spanning columns. Col span you have. It defines the number of columns a cell should span. So here syntax is same, TD, col span, number. So you have to specify, number is nothing but you have to specify the number of columns a cell should span. Okay, so we'll just take a same example. Here you see here table header is month savings. You can notice here month savings, and table data is put here. Again table data, 2 rows over. Last row TD, call span is equal to 2. Only one data. So what does it do? It will take up the space of that particular column, will take up the space of 2 columns. That particular column, okay, will take up the space of 2 columns. That is called span. So it should be used with table data only. Table data, TD, keep in mind. Now additional table elements. We have some other table elements also. We have one tag, that is caption tag. That is, you can provide title for your table or description for your table, which will improve the accessibility of the table. Caption side means now you have given the title or the caption for your table. You can change its position, either bring it to top or bottom or left or right. Call group means it is column group. Specifies a group of 1 or more columns in a table for formatting. Means if you want to apply style, then you can use this call group. Okay. Then T head is used to group the header content in an HTML table. Like that T body you have, used to group the body content in an HTML table. T foot tag you have, it is used to group the footer content in an HTML table. We don't use it oftenly, but just these are the additional table elements, so which you can use. Now with this example, all those additional elements are being shown in this example. You can see here here you have table THTD, that is border. Then you have caption side bottom, means that caption will appear at the bottom of the table. So table ID is equal to example 1 I have specified. So caption is first table, that is the title. So where does it appear now? Bottom. Okay, call span is equal to 2. It will take up the space of 2 columns, isn't it? So for that the background color will be yellow. So you have one row created, second row created, third row, fourth row. 4 rows are there, but columns are 2. So all the columns will be having yellow color background color is. And see here, T head they have used, T body, T foot. Just we are not using it always. So T head is used to group the header content in your HTML table. You can see here TH here. T body is for body content, whatever is there it closes here, and this is T foot, footer content. So this is actually the example output you can see now. So we have given the caption first table. It appears at the bottom of the table because of caption side. And here you can see that 2 columns are created with 4 rows. 4 rows are there. This is table header, month and savings, and the border is being given, and color is yellow. Background color is yellow. And call span they have told, that is each column should take up the space of 2 columns, isn't it? Call span. Okay. Now styling tables. Again, there are different attributes now. Width, height, you can set the width and height of each cell. Cell spacing means you can add spacing between every cell in the table. Cell padding means you're adding space between the content of the cell and its border. BG color is background color you are changing. So how to specify a table border? Already we have seen in the previous example, you have to make use of border property. Look at this example. Now table, TH, TD. So for all these a border is being set, which is of 1 pixel, solid black. So it appears in this way, you can see. If I don't specify TH and TD, it will be applying the border for the table. Table only for the table. So rest all is same. Collapse table borders. Border collapse property you have, whether it sets whether the table border should be collapsed into a single border if you want to make. So here you see we have specified the border here same way, but one more property, border collapse. It tells collapse means it should be collapsed into a single border. So you can see here these all things are the same. Your border has been collapsed. Previous example, the border appears like this. Here it will be collapsed into a single border. Thank you.